How's it going, guys? It's your boy H-Dog, and I'm back here with another video. And there's been some big news that took the internet by storm, with the news coming from Variety about Sony that they will not be attending E3 next year. Sony told Variety, quote, "As the industry evolves, Sony Interactive Entertainment continues to look for inventive opportunities to engage the community. PlayStation fans mean the world to us, and we always want to innovate, think differently, and experiment with new ways to delight gamers. As a result, we've decided not to participate in E3 2019. We are exploring new and familiar ways to engage our community in 2019 and can't wait to share our plans with you." To me, this is a big historic move by Sony, being that it's the first time in 24 years that Sony won't be at E3. Kind of crazy how me and E3 are almost the exact same age. But I'll continue. This doesn't mean that Sony will go radio silent on their remaining upcoming exclusives that we already know of. Meaning they could do what Nintendo does and have their own thing away from E3. With these upcoming games, they'll probably give updates on Twitter or do something like live streaming on YouTube, or almost identical what CD Projekt Red did with Cyberpunk 2077. They just it was kind of random out of nowhere. You didn't expect it when they was live streaming the entire hour-long gameplay for Cyberpunk 2077, and I could see a scenario in which Sony does something like that with the upcoming games that we know of. And this isn't gonna hurt Sony at all, since being they have nothing to lose by not attending, considering that they've won this generation with a lot of games that have been coming out, like Spider-Man, God of War, Infamous Second Son. There's been a whole bunch of them that came out this gen that's been heavy bankers. Sure, there's gonna be people bummed out that they won't be there, that they won't be there, but that attend the conference. But something like this saves time and money for Sony. On top of that, there's been some leaks by a Reddit user going by the name of Authentic Cookie, both about the PS5 and other things. He correctly predicted that Sony wasn't going to be at E3 before Sony made it official to Variety. He predicts that he's got a whole bunch more leaks going on. He predicts that PSX will return next year, and most developers have dev kits for the PS5, and says one reason Sony won't be at E3 is that they blew all their load, giggity, this year and won't have anything new to show till PSX next year. He predicts that a small PS5 reveal will happen in mid-2019 with a big one at PSX, but notes plans can change and compares this to the very first time the PS4 was revealed. Another prediction is that the next exclusives we know about, like Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us Part 2, could be cross-gen games. Adds most developers have dev kits for the PS5, and says EA has been testing it with Anthem, noting that Anthem is a mess right now on current gen consoles and expects a delay. He says he'll confirm with his source about Anthem, and later on he did confirm it will get delayed because of how the modified Frostbite engine is running isn't performing how they would like. He revealed that the gameplay we have seen from live streams for Anthem are all modified demos. He says that the PS5 is a 4K 60 frames per second kind of monster. He went on saying that he's not sure about Ghost of Tsushima, and being that Death Stranding is in the polishing stage, Sony doesn't want to make them PS5 exclusives because of them being advertised as PS4 games at first, but as they're both, including Last of Us Part 2, has no official public release date, so things could change, which could hint that Sony already knows the release dates but hasn't said anything publicly. He then said that the PS5's release date could be either March or November 2020. I'm kind of biased, being that my birthday is November 15th, and I wouldn't mind if Sony repeats history yet again. Depending on what day my birthday drops on 2020, if he is right about the rest of these leaks, then it could mean we could only see Days Gone release next year in 2019, and the rest of them, Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Death Stranding, be cross-gen games. But I still hope that my predictions come true and all 4 games release next year, and let 2019 be the swan song year for PS4 and have the PS5 release next year. Personally, I do believe this guy, all things considered, that he was spot on. Sony not going to E3 2019, so I'm believing this guy till he's proven wrong. I mean, you say something big like this, that Sony isn't going to be at E3, at first glance, before it's confirmed, people are like, whatever. Until it gets confirmed, it's like, holy shit, this is one of the biggest leaks that has been leaked. And I bet you the guy who gave him this information that works at Sony is probably like, this is why we can't have nice things. I will have links to both the Reddit post and the article from Variety if you guys want to read them. But I want to know what you think about Sony skipping E3 and these rumors about the PS5. Do you take them all with a grain of salt? And do you think this hurts Sony for them not attending E3 next year? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to stay updated on any PS5 or other PlayStation news. And until next time, it's been your boy H-Dog, and I'm out. Peace.